set the mood a little bit. The year is 1999. This beautiful green SVT Cobra is rolling off the lot in Dearborn, Michigan. Smooth by Santana is the #1 song in the U.S. Bill Clinton is president. Lance Armstrong wins his first Tour de France, and VMP Performance is first started. It was a different world back then, and that's what this car feels like. It feels like a different world. Even the S197 that I reviewed, this is far from the S550. This is a different car entirely. Personally, I've owned a 2001 True Blue Bullet. I've owned a 2004 Oxford White 0304 Cobra. And this is still none of those things. This car originally came equipped with a 4.6 32 valve dual overhead cams C-headed mod motor. The seat all the way back doesn't really even allow for me to be comfortably seated. Head against the roof, my knees are jammed up into the steering wheel, but that's okay. The Cobra was not built to be a luxury car. It was a driver's car. It was a performance car. And you can tell that from just about every aspect of driving this thing. Social media channels at all, which I hope you do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on this video. You'll notice one thing most importantly, this car doesn't have that C-headed mod motor anymore. This car now has a Gen 2 Coyote, a T-56 transmission, and to help power all that, it's got a beautiful Gen3R supercharger. The owner of this car didn't want to go crazy. He wanted something that he could just drive and enjoy. So we've got an 82mm pulley, we've got an E85 fuel system, and the car makes in the mid-700s. In a new Edge, granted, these cars weren't as heavy as the new S550s. Makes this thing pretty quick. One of the big questions is why? Why would you spend this kind of money to swap a Coyote and have it supercharged? Why would you not just, build the mod motor that was in here? Why wouldn't you just buy a newer Mustang and mod it? And while I'll never actually know what Rob's intentions were with the car, I can't give you my own opinion. This car presents itself something of a bit of a nostalgia. Driving this reminds me of high school and driving my old 2-valve just a whole lot better. There's something to be said about a car that you've got a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears in, and not something you just went and bought off the showroom floor. From the outside, you hardly know this is a Cobra. Unless you know Mustangs or you know the new Edge platform, most people would just assume this is just your average 99, late 2000, early 2000s, late 90s Mustang. There's no flashy badges. There are, there's the snake emblem. I think it says Cobra on the rear bumper, but outside of that, there's not a lot going on. The general public is going to look at this as a basic late 90s Mustang. I kind of like that. I think that the new age, looking at you, Ram, style of putting these gigantic nameplates and badges everywhere and just logos everywhere, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think it's needed. I like the simplistic, clean look. If you look at my 2019 GT, yes, it's got carbon fiber everywhere and aftermarket bumpers, but there's not a single GT badge on the car. There's not a single Mustang badge on the car. It's clean and it's simple. And late 90s, that's kind of what Ford was doing. They were keeping things simple, and there's something to really be said about that. Small interjection here, and this is not something I even plan to talk about. I can't help but notice how great this car drives. I have been cruising this thing I'm cruising at 65 right now. I've been cruising for several miles in some stop and go type traffic. This is a swapped car with a different motor from a decade after this car was built, with a different transmission that was never originally in this car, with full suspension that was never in this car. This thing has been completely reworked from top to bottom, and I'll be damned if this thing doesn't drive like a new car. So shout out to the shop here at VMP. This thing is awesome. And shout out to Joe and Mike on the tune on this thing too. The tune is absolutely on point. It drives literally like a stock car. One extremely, I guess we'll call it an odd thing, is that this car has an H-pipe and it's got some Magnum Flow type exhaust on it. It doesn't sound like a Coyote at all. That was one of the first things that I noticed hopping in this thing that I didn't expect. I really fully expected this thing to just sound like a 2015 S550 rolling down the road. Not at all. It sounds like a new Edge. It sounds like a mod motor. And to me, that's friggin' awesome. I don't really like the way Coyote sound. I'm sorry. But I really prefer the older style 2-valve, 3-valve, 4-valve sound, and this thing actually keeps that. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it does. Oh, and the brakes are much better than they were from the factory as well. See if we can't give you a little bit of this exhaust tone here. enjoy the less than optimal rear tires that are on this thing. So what's my takeaway from this car? Honestly, it's a surprise. When I first found out we were doing this build, I was kind of scratching my head like, man, why don't you just go buy a newer Mustang? You know, like, we can make the power you want, that's no problem, but let's do it on a newer chassis. After getting to spend some time driving this car, doing a little bit of spirited driving, I'm gonna admit that I was wrong. There is something special about having this swapped car, and especially when it's such a pristine, well-done condition, that is just awesome. It's a blast to drive. It's gonna be an awesome car to cruise on a Sunday with the nice weather, take out to the car shows, and if you put the tire on this thing, honestly, you can take this thing to the track and surprise a lot of people with it too. If a build like this is something you're interested in, give us a call here at VMP. We're happy to walk you through the steps that are needed to be taken in order to get a build like this. This is not your buy a part online and throw it on type of thing. This is a full-on build. We're happy to discuss that with you. Give us a shout here at VMP Performance. We'll just put you in the right direction, and we can even build the car for you. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on all of our socials. We'll see you again next time.